Yeah, AVS Blaze best, man. Katie on the beat shit. Yeah, Dro runners. Grams on the table, like it's 06. Yeah, y'all already know what it is and shit, man. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Yeah, watch how I pull up important. Watch how I get me a foreign. Try and turn apartment to a fortress. I'ma do it all without endorsements. Split the Dutchie like a surgeon. Operate quickly as urgent. Watch out the wolves on the corner, they serving. Late on the payments, they clipping your service. Watch out the haters, acknowledge your working. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch how I pull up imported. Watch how I get me a foreign. Try and turn an apartment to a fortress. I'ma do it all without endorsements.
Good morning. Get up off your ass. Get up off your ass and get up off your mother loving ass, man. Playoffs here. Song of the week by Larry Jones, man.
Money Man.
Y'all make sure y'all check out the orange print, man. All organic activities.
What's the name of this track right here?
This shit called Intercepted, man. Money Man.
Money
Featuring
Man.
my man Larry Jones. Really, Larry Jones featuring Money Man. It's the orange print tape.
The first rapper giving crypto lines and crypto advice. Don't I fucks with you, Soulja Boy, but we ain't even gonna go there. Shout out to Money Man, shout out to Larry June. Now we gonna get straight into it. Chris Paul was robbed. Chris Paul was robbed. We live in a time period where points mean more than actual
What matters?
what matters. All these points this man scoring won that man the award at the end of the day.
Let's keep it real. Jamal Murray, yeah, he failed. But if you really look at these numbers,
That just means Jamal Murray would have won it.
Yeah, that means Jamal Murray would have won
if he
MVP
was healthy.
motherfucking P.
That's that bullshit we're talking about.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate right now because I know my man's big on Chris Paul. And that's the thing. Chris Paul was a motherfucking menace last night. He came out. They playing the drop defense. He saying, you gonna give it up to me? I'm gonna take advantage of it. Now, when you guarding Chris Paul, do you know to guard him close or to guard him back? It's kind of like you don't know what to do when you're guarding Chris Paul. Everybody talk about Chris Paul. He never got a team over the hump. He never did, but he got this motherfucking team over the hump.
And he was the only different piece to the equation. He was the only different.
keep it
He
real,
was the
bro.
only different piece to the equation when it comes to
Because you gotta look at it.
what
They
the
had
Suns
that
were doing.
bubble
The Suns
momentum
had-
last year. That bubble momentum, they won 8 straight.
They won 8 straight,
And
but
they
they
just moved
still
one piece,
Yeah,
two
they
pieces
fell
of the
straight.
rest.
They moved 1 or 2 pieces. What the main piece that they got was Chris Paul.
CP motherfucking 3.
That's the main piece. Why? Because he's the floor general on and off the court.
Or air off the
He is the
court.
motivating factor of that team.
He's the
and-
type of dude you got to coach on the floor with you.
And
When
he
you
was
moving
the
that
most-
motherfucking ball,
in my opinion, he was the
And if
most
you run it too
valuable
slow-
player this year.
Chris Paul like, nigga, go. You run it too slow. Let's get it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing. There was no real PG right now. When you look at this game, Chris Paul's the most solid
Chris
PG
Paul's
in
the
this
most
whole
solid point
playoffs.
guard.
In the whole playoffs. And I'm gonna shout out Jokic, man. I'm gonna shout out Nikolai.
Shout out Nikolai Jokic.
He won an MVP, and a lot of people looking at my nigga crazy because let's keep real. He don't have the body of an MVP, the image of an MVP. But when you put that brother on that court, that young boy can ball out, and he just fell
and this
short
is the reason
for not having help.
He was the most valuable player to that organization this year. Chris Paul is the most valuable player to the organization because of the fact that they have not seen the finals since Charles Barkley.
We looking at a 19-win team,
If they
20-win team.
if they get past, if the Clippers don't get past the Jazz getting washed by the Suns. Why? Because the Suns are playing championship basketball. It's gonna take just elite lock 8, and you're not scoring shit. Crowder, you're not scoring shit. That's the only way that these niggas. That's the only way that the Suns are really gonna lose.
Well, we gonna
because
put it on.
everybody's stepping up. We got Bridges, we got Payne, you got Who else? Chris Paul.
They
Devin
got
Booker.
Dario Saric, another
over
hitter
there.
that was saving
You know,
Philly.
Everybody's stepping up.
They got Dario Saric, Chris Paul. When you run it with Miles Bridges, you got Crowder, you got, like you said, you got multiple pieces that's running up that floor. That bench lineup is something that I ain't seen in a while since, I'm going to say it, since the Warriors. Everybody can develop their own shot. Everybody passing that rock. If it's a 5-4-3-2-1 situation, that's probably the worst teams you want to play right now.
And their transition defense is nice.
And they love
They're
when you
dumb.
take out Ayton because they can drop. We're playing smaller with Dario Saric as our center.
Their ability,
So we're stretching the floor all night.
and their ability to shut down the fast break and transition defense is fucking phenomenal. You know, it's just
We're going to break
clean
down.
breaks.
two niggas.
They're shutting it down. So you know,
If he had
shout
Jamal
out to
Murray.
them. They're not the clear cut team to win the West.
They not.
But they
You beat my Lakers, but you up there.
they are a good team. That wasn't no fluke. That it was coming last year. They was missing one piece. Everyone was saying they needed another big to back up Ayton. No, they needed a point guard to back up Booker and to teach Booker how to win. Now Booker's facilitating. Booker's in that paint getting rebounds. Booker's finding the open.
Why?
Chris Paul.
Because my nigga, that backcourt is watery. You hear it? The backcourt watery. They needed a Western Conference backcourt that could hang with the lights of just in case we got to play a CJ and Dame. Just in case we got to play a Steph. And we already know Clay out, but just in case we got to play these guys. The backcourt is solidified. You starting there. If you're a team like the Suns, you need a point guard. Why? Because the Suns always had a point
My
guard.
whole thing-
You had KJ. You had Steve Nash, J. Kidd.
Yep.
Chris Paul. When you look at the Suns, they never didn't have a motherfucking good point guard.
Point guard. You know, this is the first time they had a ball dominant scorer, first point guard with Devin Booker in the age. And to me,
But they had to move him up to the two.
They had to move
They
him
moved
up
that
to two
nigga up.
for
They
Chris
got rid
Paul.
of Bledsoe. They got rid of Dragic. They got rid of
all of
everybody.
them.
And let this nigga cook.
And let him cook until Chris Paul came over there down.
respect it.
And now he did. Now he did two. And at the same time, man, this is some Allen Houston type shit. What he's doing. We're looking at what Allen Houston would do in today's league. I'm being dead honest. We're looking at what he would do in today's league. We're looking at what that nigga
Allen
would do in
Houston used to
today's
cook.
league.
Allen Houston
So
used
at
to
the
jab
end-
step, hit you
exactly.
from the mids.
Exactly.
Smoke mids on you all night.
Exactly. Now this playoffs is just as physical as last year. They bring in a physicality.
Hey, you
This is
look-
the reason why Lakers lost. We couldn't get physical.
We couldn't get physical,
We
and
couldn't
we
get
didn't
physical.
bring that same energy from the bubble.
Oh.
A lot of that shit transferred in.
We letting someone.
You gotta
off
know
the
they
hook.
went in just with nothing to lose. They had 8 games to play, still not getting in, but they cooked and put the world on notice. And like D. Brooks said, developed their culture
We let
within
someone
that
off the
bubble,
hook.
and they came back next year with that culture and that family
We
lifestyle.
letting someone
and
off
they
the hook
cooked.
though.
We letting somebody off the hook. We letting 2 people off the hook, but I'm gonna shout out one person.
We
to
letting
read
Aaron-
his stat. Because Aaron Gordon asked,
We
you
letting
ain't.
Aaron Gordon off the hook because
Boy,
look,
you getting your
everybody-
ass lit the
look.
fuck up. 2 series, nigga.
where has Eric Gordon been in the past 4 games? Aaron Gordon
I'm gonna tell you
over
where he
in
been.
Orlando was doing his shit. Oh, he needs to be with the Lakers. Oh, he needs to be with a good team. He needs to be with the Clippers. He needs to be with. He's over there with Denver.
He came with a damn good team. Actually, he came to the motherfucking team that was in the Western Conference Finals playing the motherfucking LeBron James and the Lakers
Exactly.
last year.
And that's why I'm mad that Zach LaVine took that motherfucking money. Because Zach LaVine in that situation is not going out like that.
Zach LaVine ain't going outside.
He ain't going outside in
I'm
that
reaching
situation.
this niggas 2 series.
Let's go.
We gonna start off at Portland.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna start off at Portland. 28 minutes, 16 points. Okay.
That was a good game 1.
28 minutes, 13 points. 34 minutes, 13 points. 39 minutes, 14 points. You really don't get no rebounds. You got 10 rebounds once in 2 fucking series, nigga. You scored 16 points once in 2 series.
Here.
We brought you there. Well, they brought you there. I'm not a Denver fan, but they brought you there because they knew we got a dunk contest champion, power forward that never got to play his real position,
Yep.
undersized.
Yep.
Maybe he can come up in this bitch and help Jokic, that big joker.
Will Barton came off injury doing his damn thing.
Will Barton came
He
off
was
his
better.
shit.
He was better than Aaron Gordon could have dreamed to be in this series. The lights was too bright.
You said the last 4 games, where was he at? Yesterday, the nigga played 33 motherfucking minutes.
What did he come with?
He brought out 8 ducats.
8 ducats. 8
On the
ducats.
11th,
You shopping with JJ. And them
game 3, the nigga scored 4 points in 36 minutes.
Y'all the Golden Nuggets. You can't be over here shopping with JJ.
No.
You can't be coming up with no fucking silver ducats.
This motherfucker played 36 minutes and brought in 4 points and 4 rebounds. That's game 3.
Shout out to JJ.
Game 2, you had 6 minutes and 20 points.
Let me see
What the fuck are you here for?
Yeah, he ain't had nothing going on.
You wasted your time and you wasted your motherfucking
No, he didn't waste
time.
He didn't waste
He
his
didn't
time.
waste. He wasted their time.